and today we're reacting to Everything's Falling Apart for Plaqueboymax. This is actually the second take. I got 5 minutes into this video talking, yapping my ass off. Y'all know how I do. Just for me to realize that my audio is, I'm not talking, just the video. What type of silliness is that? Let's get into it though. I'm gonna say some of the things that I said. I'm still gonna yap, you feel me? I'm not just gonna let the video play and ain't not saying nothing. That's just not how I roll, but we gonna let it go, bro. Let's do it.
Yo, at the end of this year, I think I'm gonna give a sit-down talk. I'm gonna talk about why 365 really ended and why I really left this. You feel me? I think I gotta answer all the questions for y'all. There's dead ass I just cannot talk about, and I know it make it look crazy, and I damn near be hate farming myself by doing that, but it's like, I'll take it on the chin, bro. Because at the end of the day, chat, y'all gotta understand, people are fickle. Like, they'll hate you one moment, they'll love you the next, and hate you again. That's why I just gotta do this for y'all, because y'all supported me through all this.
Max, you may not be able to say it just yet, but I'm here to speculate. Ever since Max left the FaZe clan house, I've been seeing some cryptic stream highlights and clips of him saying some things that really have me questioning a bunch of different things. And honestly, I know that there's a bigger picture behind closed doors.
Guys, I am a loser. I don't do shit except sit on my couch and study shit and plan shit in my free time. I don't talk to people. It's bad. I'm gonna change that. Y'all gotta help me make friends.
But you just had friends in the FaZe house.
So what I had said before was that, you know, those aren't real friends. Those are associates. Those are work partners. Those are people that, you know, help. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, and you know, we can be cool. Like I say something, we can laugh and have fun. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, y'all not my genuine people. Imagine you coming up and you have your friends that you're coming up with, and then at 22, 23 years old, you meet some people that you wouldn't know if you weren't the person that you are. You know what I'm saying? That's the big part. Like, I wouldn't know you if I was this person, if y'all were the people y'all are, but I was the person that I didn't get to this level and I was just who I was, y'all wouldn't even think, like, y'all would see a clip of me maybe if it went viral and laugh and scroll by. You wouldn't be thinking like, yo, I really want to meet this guy. And that's fine. That's okay. That's just how situations go. But that's also why you and I are, that me and this person are not the closest of friends. Like, how could we be? You feel me?
I'm so lost. It just seems like Max is going through his own trials and tribulations that are in plain view, but nobody's really talking about it. Nobody's really addressing it. And for all the friends that he had in the industry, nobody is really saying anything. Now, before I get into any sort of backstory as to how we potentially even got here, I do want to give this caveat. I'm working on a video, or maybe 2 videos, about the state of streaming currently and how it is very, very stressful, a more stressful form of content creation. Max isn't the only one that I've seen crash out over the past couple of months. He's just consistently been on air. But if we look at him, if we look at the stuff that's going on with Phantom, if we look at the stuff that's going on with Banks, if we see why Bruce hasn't been back, there's a lot of streamers out there that have been staples in the community who either aren't visible at the moment, are going through public crash outs, or are just saying screw all this. Views are down, mental health is down in this space, and honestly, burnout probably is the smallest version of the word that we should be using for what's going on. But
and when he says burnout, like, it's going crazy. Like, burnout, bro, it could be up, especially if something don't go your way. Like, I felt the most burnt out that I did whenever my channel got took. This one, the Plus channel, I got took for the 7 days. I haven't had a strike in so long, like almost a year, that when I got this one, it just pained me, bro. And like, when you're doing something like this and you have certain financial goals as well as channel goals, and then that comes to a halt because something out of your control, it does something to your brain, bro. Like, you really need good people with you, because mentally I was just so upset. But I was so upset, but my mind, the positivity in me that I've created was just battling. They were battling and clashing, like, nah, you good, while also seeing, you know, channel go down because I can't post. It's like, nah, bro, I'm used to going up. You feel me? I'm used to going up. I'm working. You feel me? I'm handling my business. But it's paining me because I can't do anything about it, and I'm seeing it go down. But, you know, ultimately, that's why you need good people, because somebody like Berto, I'm telling them, he's like, don't worry, bro. As soon as you get back, you're going to shoot right up. You're going to shoot right up. You're going to shoot right up. Right? So, and that's what happens. And now I got all my channel. Now I'm working fully. But again, now I'm working fully. I'm making sure 3 channels getting done. Like, it's a lot of work. But it gets to those goals though. It's like, you know, it's a blessing and a curse with this bit. I wouldn't have it no other way.
We'll get into that in another video. The reason why this Max stuff is so strange to me is because literally just a year ago, he was hitting incredible highs in his streaming journey. Like his subathon last year saw him get the 5th most subbed person on Twitch. Like he was at the top.
All those group trips, Hawaii, when you would take us, you know what I'm saying? Every day during quarantine, when you would wake up, it was just me in the house, and you would make sure to give me a hug every day in the morning. I appreciate that. You know, I just want to let you know, Mom, I would never take it for granted, Mom. You know, and I always got you. I appreciate you guys for always being there for me, bro.
Have you missed on one day yet? Dabo, I'm gonna call you back. You haven't missed one day, right? Nah, no days missed, bro. No days off. But you're on track to get Streamer of the Year, real talk. I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Congratulations to my nigga Matt Chat. My dog hit 140K.
That nigga gonna be Streamer of the Year, bro. And if he don't, he gonna finish top 2, top 3. I don't care. He gonna be Streamer of the Year. And what's so cool about it is that nigga is gonna become Streamer of the Year doing the same shit he's always been doing, making music, gang.
Whether it was having some of the bigger streams with some of the biggest artists and making crazy big moments, or it was winning awards at any of these streamer award events, Plaqueboymax was posed to be one of the top streamers in 2025. No small feat. I'm literally talking about being up there with the kind.
I still feel like he is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he still is that. It's just what the goal he's chasing is such a grand, big one that, you know, Kai Cenat, he gets tired, but his operation is so big and that he know, okay, I go from this big stream to this big stream to this big stream to this big stream. Yes, it could be heavy, it's annoying, but I know how to operate. He's tuned to it now. You know what I'm saying? Kai Cenat, it's like Kai Cenat hasn't stopped working or not fulfilled something. Kai Cenat calculates, okay, I can get this done in this way. I'm gonna do it this way. This is how I'm gonna do it, and it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets his team, who we gotta get involved. He's got a great team with him that he gets it done. If he says it's gonna get done, he's gonna do it. That's one thing about him. The same thing with Mr. Beast. You know what I'm saying? We need $17 billion to get some water, and I'm gonna make sure it happens. That's a big thing, and that takes a certain type of individual. You know what I'm saying? That's the great thing about the internet. You could be a multi-millionaire and not have to taste these goals. These are goals that these people just genuinely want to fulfill.
Speeds, that was the conversation. But despite all that momentum that he had going into the year 2025, and as the summer closes, as we are in the middle of September, those things didn't really pan out. Something happened, and it probably started with that whole Banks Aiden situation. There was drama behind scenes, and then ultimately him leaving the Phase House. All that momentum from 2024 didn't carry into 2025 though, and there have been a lot of things that happened, but here we are, middle of the summer, and it just seems like there's something off with him as a streamer. Again, I think there's a bigger picture, but specifically with him as a streamer. And I started to really notice it when he left the Phase House.
Y'all gotta understand there's a lot going on, so in my head, like, I'm just trying to figure out, map out what life is gonna be like and how shit gonna work, you feel me? I'm like, hey God, if I'm making the wrong decision, let me know. If I'm fucking up, let me know.
Now, a lot of the stuff that Max has given us over the course of the year has been pretty vague, but we can kind of speculate based on the state of streaming and what he's been saying as to why this might be happening. Friend of the show, your bud Tevin, kind of gave us a peek into what potentially could be happening. How do these streamers keep giving so much of their lives to the streaming content that not only are they not being able to build things outside of the world, but they're not even taking care of their internals, their mental and their physical?
I was close to getting into it, you feel me? But like, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I realized that I can't be doing that, bro. If I was to get into this relationship, I would sabotage PBM 2025, 365. I would sabotage this shit. There's no way I could get in a relationship. No bullshit. There's no way. I'll be right back. Go down.
What? Ooh, I can't wait to make that status streaming video so bad. But this isn't sustainable, nor is this healthy for not just Plaqueboymax, but anybody. Anybody can't do this level of continuous work and think that they can build things outside of it. You literally can't maintain all of it. I think that's why we're starting to see other streamers take different types of breaks. But for Max, it was crushing him. It was literally getting him and keeping him sicker than what he could have been. And to throw away romantic companionship, women? Nah, that's crazy, gang. Now, since he's cut down on the 365 stream,
I don't think it's correct. Again, that was so now I haven't seen the rest of this. Okay, but I don't think it's crazy to throw that away because it's not really throwing it away. It's just putting it on pause. Like I'm not doing this right now. Especially if you don't have like a fan, like if it's a woman that you're not really locked in with or a child, you don't have a child. But what you got things like if you ain't got things like that and you are the goal to being you want to be the biggest. No, you can't, bro. It's too much of a distraction. Like, a woman is a distraction, bro.
He's been able to do some more intentional streams, and it's opened the door for some of the biggest in the game, like Lil Baby or Lil Yachty or Michael Porter Jr. to come on his stream, and it created great content for better or for worse.
No, you understand it.
Okay, I'm listening.
Money down.
Yeah.
Okay. So you gotta put money down. Wait, explain to me. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
You understand everything else I've been talking about the whole day.
Okay, so you saying niggas gotta break bread with the stream for you to rap?
Nah, you gonna bust the screen down.
Wait,
today. We splitting.
Okay, so we split the stream
revenue
for the day.
For the day. That's
for you to rap.
Yeah.
Put my knee up on her neck. I went George Floyd. I be tweaking, she get wet. She gon' wait for me.
And that's cool and all. He is living some of his dreams. Basketball, Jaylen Brown, Michael Porter Jr., rap, Lil Baby, Lil Yachty, the Concrete Boys. But that still doesn't address the biggest elephant in the room. What happened with him and FaZe and his love/hate relationship with streaming?
One thing I would say about streaming is way less like unified, bro. That's the worst part about it. This shit not together. Niggas just be doing their own thing. Like niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't.
Where does this like want and yearn for unity in a space come from? I guess maybe just seeing the collaboration of things and it looking fun. Maybe people who I just never care that much to be like, and that's just the type of person I am. I'm a dude. If I gotta do this thing alone, I do it alone. You feel me? I don't need that. If you rock with me, then I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? I rock with people that rock with me. If you hit me up and you rock with me, I rock with you. That's what me and Bill Feezy locked in. I rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, like, we cool. We associates. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where this yearn for, man, there used to be unity in it where we all used to be coming up together, and I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this regardless. However, I gotta get it.
Feel together. I remember in 2021, niggas would all be live. Niggas might all be in the Discord calls and lit shit. I remember it was Kai, Bruce, Rage, Silky, and Rat in a Discord call. Like, shit like that don't happen. Niggas be all doing their own shit, or niggas beefing, or niggas got problems with each other. It was all the bros. We was all in the basement, and you was just talking about some shit like, what did you say? You said some shit like, damn, Max, I thought you was finna be the one. You fell off. Nigga, you talking like a viewer, like a chat nigga. Like, you feel me? Facts. Rage is my boy, but since he's saying this on stream, I'ma just also say it on stream. This is my bro though, like, I fuck with Rage. But like, it's facts though. So just like you saying that, yeah, we all part of the problem. We all competitive. It's cool though. I think
Now, that's one thing that's clear. Everybody competitive. Everybody want to be better than the next man. I like a good competition. You feel me? My space with my peers, I want to be the best. I want to be the best. I want to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I don't want my people to go up, but like, I feel like competition, that's a good thing to have.
Competition is good for this shit, but I'm just saying we should all be unified as streamers.
I can't even see you, but I haven't heard you say a fucking word. I ain't gonna lie.
I would've left you, lame ass niggas. Hey Max, bro. Max.
Yo.
Are you okay, man?
Nah, bro, come on, bro. I'm chilling. But I dare dude gotta leave. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't do shit with Davo, so I'm gonna hit y'all later, alright?
Alright, bro. Alright, Max.
Now, we'll get a lot of the full insight as to what happened later on when Max sits down and has his big tribunal calls, meeting of the minds, whatever he does where he announces what happened. But from my speculation and my guesstimation is that this is kind of multifaceted. I think that a lot of attempts to shoehorn something or some people that weren't necessarily cool with each other in the beginning is a part of the problem. I think the stakes are higher. I think the commitment is just bigger. I think that there is a intentionality behind streaming in which it wasn't before, which means that you got to do some stuff that you don't want to do. This stuff becomes a job. I know people don't want to hear that about creators, but some of the cringe stuff that you have to do because it's viral at the moment is stuff that you just have to do, even if you don't like it. And also being live 24/7, 365 for X amount of years can honestly become mentally draining. I know it's not technically 24/7, but you understand what I'm saying. And what people also forget quite often about these streamers is that they are kids. And I know in my formidable years, like they are going through in their early 20s, I was making mistake after mistake, left, right, and sideways. And it didn't take me until about my mid to late 20s to really put it all together. But so having all this on public display for everybody to judge your every single move, because this is what my job dictates, can be very, very, very stressful. And to be honest with you, they're still finding themselves. I know if I stuck with what I was sticking with at the beginning of my 20s, I would not be here today. So it's good that people are giving themselves opportunities to, you know, branch out and try different things, even if it means changing up on who they once were. And with that being said, sometimes you gotta go through a rebrand. So it makes sense why Plaqueboymax would do something that a lot of streamers didn't do, and that's deleting their Twitter community.
Niggas have an opportunity, bro. I will be deleting the com. That is the first point of doing this shit and rebuilding it the right way, bro. No cap. I'll be deleting the com. And yes, I'm making a new one. Yes, of course. With y'all niggas. And we overly tight on this shit. If you're not 5-star, get the fuck out the com.
I know, peak unemployment, minuscule looking news, but we know that Twitter communities can harbor toxicity and hatred and all these other bad vibes and bad feelings. And Twitter communities can create the division that streamers probably don't want to have with their community or other guests or whoever the case may be. So deleting it is actually a bigger deal because it's almost like, and here, stay with me, it's gonna sound crazy, it's deleting a part of you that once existed. I know that sounds a bit extreme, but trust me, there's some validity to deleting a Twitter community being linked to a change in who you are as a person. But now that Max is going down this path of becoming somebody new and discovering himself, he's gonna realize that it is very much lonely. I'm gonna give a little aside and put a bow on the end of the video with this message to him, but I went down a similar path in my 20s, and as a very sober person who doesn't partake in the normal Atlanta young male stuff, I don't own guns, I don't have tattoos, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go to clubs, I don't participate in the strip club culture, whatever the case may be. It is a different walk of life, and I can understand how you can feel as if you are intentionally alienating yourself and how it can affect your mental health. Max, I've been exactly where you are, trust me.
I am a loser. I don't do shit except sit on my couch and study shit and plan shit in my free time. I don't talk to people. It's bad. I'm gonna change that. Y'all gotta help me make friends. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I came home, bro, I just cried on my couch, bro. Like, and I don't be crying that much. Like, I cried on my couch. I'm like, damn, bro.
One thing I'll say about this nigga though is he gotta I don't know, he need to talk to somebody. I don't know how people like this handle certain situations, but it's a lot of clips of this man talking about how, you know, how I feel like unhappy or messed up certain things is for him, and how so much is going on, and you know, I don't know what his life is like, but that is a consistency with this dude. You feel me? I feel like he needs to definitely like speak to someone. You feel me? Like this looks like one of them money don't buy happiness situations, bro. I just went and started crying. Dang, you know what I'm saying? Jesus. You feel me? There's a lot of sadness in you from the clips. Again, I don't know nobody in real life. I don't know how he living, but the way he talking and these cryptic messages, like, you would have thought there's real pain behind this. But hey, I don't know the man.
Like,
in regards to isolating yourself because you don't do the same normal things, bro, again, like, it might feel that way, but it's just not that deep. I feel like it makes me make it. I don't know. Again, I don't want to ever downplay nobody's emotions or feelings, but bro, I feel like I need to be making this deeper than it's gotta be. Like, bro, you don't feel like doing it. You thought this or whatever. Oh, okay, I thought these was my people, but in reality, you know, it's just not what it was. And, you know, you can talk about the things that you like, but, you know, he seems like he grabs on and really attaches himself to stuff more than it need to be. Like, family, money, and positivity and happiness. That's all you need to be worried about, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, and your work, and which falls into the umbrella of money.
I don't even have nobody, bro. Who do I have? I push everybody in my life away. I don't talk to my parents. I'm out here in LA, like, yeah, I got my cousin, but it's like, damn, bro, like, what am I even doing this for? I could win as much as I want to win, but if I'm not winning with people I care about, do it even matter? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Max is going through the same things that a lot of young men at his age go through. I mean, he's 22 for Pete's sake. We got to give him some grace here. Now,
some people cherish that more though, bro, because I definitely am the type of person, like, I love all my kids, bro. You feel me? I've been with different people in different times of my life, like, and there's people that I cherish that relationship to this day, but then there's people, like, when I move on, we move on, like, you know what I'm saying? If I gotta move on without you, I'm gonna move on without you, for real, regardless of everything we've been through. I gotta do it because I just can't hold on to that. I can't have the same conversations all the time. I gotta see growth. And that's just what it is, period. You know what I'm saying? If you made my family, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna distance myself. And if you come to me and ask me about this and you want to chop it up and be nostalgic, for sure. But I don't fall into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not falling into that. I promise you I will watch that call ring and not answer. I don't know why I'm like that, but I feel like a little bit people need to adopt a little bit more of that. It's all right, bro. You know, you want to start talking to people and just start talking to people, bro. You feel me? Make it just deeper than it's got to be. I'm not going to lie.
the difference is he has a lot of money that can solve a good bit of these problems, but this is still the trials and tribulations that he's going to have to go through, and that's discovering who he is, truly is, as he steps into manhood. And there's no playbook, and there's also a lot of bad faith actors in the space. It's going to come with a lot of trying a bunch of different things that just aren't you, getting very lonely, you know, or it might be a night or two where you cry, but ultimately on the other side of it is pure joy and happiness about the man that you've become. And I know I did not mean for this video to get this sentimental about Plaqueboymax, but I see a lot of myself, my family members, my friends, just other young men that I know in my life, and Max. Like, I've seen that situation, that scenario before. The most beautiful thing about the industry that he's in is that there is always going to be somebody to talk to, especially from the standpoint that you are. While it seems like little people can relate, you'll also be able to find good, invaluable friendships along the way.
Hey, yo, bro, you know what I want to say, bro? Yeah. Thank you for being my friend, bro. Nigga, I don't got no friends. I'm not gonna lie. Tell me emotional shit you on. Nigga, I don't got no friends. That's not lonely. This is my first time going. This is actually my first time since I left. Low-key, being on stream with a nigga. That doesn't make music, yeah.
So to Max, I say, listen, continue down the journey. It's something that everybody has to go through. Don't live life with any regrets. Keep moving forward. Take every step that you make as a learning lesson more than anything. They're all not going to be perfect, but they're going to be the ones that you make. So you got to stand in them. And most importantly, to him and other streamers, don't let your career swallow you whole. No pause, no ayo, none of that stuff. This is an industry that can literally take lives from people. We've seen it in the past. Entertainment is very cruel and fickle, and as much money as you get does not mean that it'll overcome all the mental anguish and health stuff that goes on with it. So take time.
You're not lying. Great message on music. You're not lying. You got to be able to navigate. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Great for y'all, bro. We go on, man. Hey, let up.